What's up, everyone? Welcome to the all-new microtransaction extra episode. I'm your host, Liquid. No, I didn't forget to record the last episode of Halo. I kind of did forget to record. It's some kind of issue. But joining me today, I have none other than Omni-Man Chris. Chris, how are you today?
I am feeling quite glorious. I
Oh.
came in yelling last time,
Hmm.
and for this unofficial episode that we have, did Liquid forget? Look, Liquid didn't forget. He just knew that your boy was looking extra handsome today, so he just recorded all this. You can see me, and he's like, "Oh, look at that playful joy in Chris's eye." So I don't blame him.
It's the joy and the childhood giggles is what it is.
Imagine if I laugh like that.
But yeah, dude. So we didn't. Yeah. So some Halo stuff we kind of lost. We kind of lost it. It was we got the audio. Just we got a lot of Chris's head. Essentially, it was just Chris. It's all the show. Just the Discord of Chris. So we're gonna have to skip that episode. But we still got the last one coming up where we beat the Harbinger. So that's still gonna happen.
Eshrum's hella dead.
Yeah. The thing is, I was
Spoiler
so
alert.
yeah. Eshrum's gone. The thing is, I was so excited, Chris, because I'm like, yo, I finally figured out where the echo of the audio was coming from. Fix that. Like, I was so
Good
happy
job.
with the way the audio was gonna come out for this.
Mm-hmm. You have to, yeah, and guess what? You failed, but it's okay
Yeah.
because you learn a lot in failure. Okay. Speaking of failure, Call of Duty, Liquid. Tell the
Ooh.
kids at home what the fuck's going on with Call of Duty because
Oh.
apparently everything's on fire ever since Microsoft bought it.
Yeah. Like the thing is, it's typical Call of Duty. Every year's the same way, right? It's like we're pissed, rattle. Oh, we're paying $70. Oh, duh. And then you get the game and everybody kind of like still bitching, but now they're bitching with while playing the game still. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? They blessed us. All right, Activision blessed us with these. Oh, nice monster juice, Chris. Okay, what flavor is
Yeah, I
that?
want to try to. It has a little
Oh,
thing.
skeleton with
Yeah,
sugar skull kind of thing
yeah,
going on. Okay.
yeah, man.
But
Good
yeah,
time. Anyway.
so they gave us nice gameplay. The slide cancels came back, the radar came back with the red pings. Like everything was right in the world. That's what it felt like, right? And then they're like, now what people are complaining about the number one thing it seems like its campaign dropped early. Some people had
Yeah,
trouble. Some people had troubles getting into the campaign. I don't know if you saw the Doctor
Doctor
Disrespect.
Disrespect. Yep, yeah, the world saw that one. Oh my god. Like it's great because Dr. Disrespect, for him, he's like, I'm almost happy this shit didn't work. Cause I'm gonna make some raw ass content out
Absolutely.
of Call of Duty's failure. Because we all know the drama between Dr. Disrespect and Call of Duty. They used to work together. Dr. Disrespect got into some controversy. Call of Duty blacklisted his ass. And then Dr. Disrespect proceeded to never let it go.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah.
But yeah, there's that it not turning on, not that what I'm saying. The campaign being 3 hours, being able to beat in 3 hours, it might be a stretch. Some people might be skipping a lot of the cutscene. I don't know how true that is or not.
I heard 3 to 4 hours on
Yeah.
average.
Now, then I'm like, dude, Call of Duty is a typical 4 to 5 hours in my opinion, like
Uh-huh.
for the most part. So I don't think that's that big a deal, like that part
Yeah,
at least, right?
I wouldn't think so either, but you take an hour away from motherfuckers, they get
Yeah,
mad.
no shit, dude. But it's not even just that though. I guess the real this is where I have the problem. Like, okay, the reusing of the Warzone POIs, yes, absolutely, that's unacceptable, dude. Like I know that we already know from the very beginning that this game was it's being sold as a sort of its own package when really it's just a glorified update is what it is, right? We knew we were gonna get nothing but Modern Warfare 2 maps, right? We knew, which imply, and we knew from the very get-go that there wasn't supposed to be a Call of Duty game this year. We weren't supposed to be getting one. It was supposed to be Modern Warfare 2. It was supposed to be the game running 2 years in a row. It's the first time they were supposed to do that. And so that's why we're getting nothing but Modern Warfare 2 maps, because all this is just whatever DLC was planned for next year. They're just kind of it looks like they're just wrapping it all together and calling it a whole ass game. We knew that was happening. That's not, I don't think that shouldn't be to anybody's surprise, is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, the thing is, people just fell for the marketing. Well,
That's
everything
true.
Liquid said was correct, right? The initial word on the street was, hey, you're gonna get like a little update, some map packs, some new guns, bada bing, bada boom. You're gonna pay what we thought $40 to $50. I was leaning more towards 50 because it was Activision Blizzard before Xbox acquisition took over, and I was like, look, it's a nice little $50 grab bag. You get 8 maps. I didn't think we were gonna get a story mode, and apparently neither did they.
Yeah.
Because they're like, damn, what are we gonna use? You know what people really like? Verdansk. You know what? Instead of giving them the map that these Warzone kids want so badly back, let's just give it to them in story mode, and not at all the way they want it. Let's just do that. Because apparently so unsuccessful when you bring back old map. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't Fortnite has their new OG map that the world's playing right now?
Yeah, they're having a great time apparently.
Oh, wow. So it seems like everybody fucking loves the shit they used to like. Is that right, Liquid? Am I crazy?
No, I think that's kind of spot on.
Oh. No. So it seems like Activision just fucked up and like took your money. Because the thing is, right? You got the campaign. Now, are you gonna not play the multiplayer as a huge I'm not doing this? No. These COD kids are gonna play. I feel like this is gonna go down as one of the great Call of Duties.
Oh.
Right? Hear me out. So these people are like, oh, this campaign sucks. I think that's they knew their campaign sucked. That's why they let you play that shit early. Get that stank off of it, so now you get the multiplayer. And people get nostalgic. The reason why I bring up Fortnite, because you remember what you used to love. And they're selling memories back to you. And with new Call of Duty mechanics, you're just like, oh man, I remember when the hairline was a little filled in. I remember when these thumbs weren't so old. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
like,
what you're saying.
You're like, I'm having a great fucking time. Yo, campaign sucked, but the multiplayer was where it's at, bro.
Right.
And I think this is gonna be considered like, hey man, that's how this Call of Duty is gonna be. Campaign sucked, multiplayer, fucking 10 out of 10. Oh my god, I love playing them as I used to play 10 years ago. Yay.
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think it's a fair point. It'll probably be a complaint for the first few days, just like every Call of Duty, then it'll go right back to where things were. So, I don't think it's that big a deal. I think it's still. I think the online is still good. Like I still like playing it. But and I plan on going through the campaign as well. I still gotta go through the Modern Warfare 2 campaign though. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's get a little to the analytics, right? Because I'm gonna use this to go into our next topic, which is the CDL fiasco. Because apparently there's only gonna be 4 tournaments, right? Not 5.
Yeah, they're adding more online tournaments, taking out a LAN tournament.
What do you think about that, Liquid?
I don't know. This is more for the pros. What I don't like is that we're gonna get like when you see some of your favorite teams play, it's gonna be so inconsistent because they might play 2 days or 2 games or 2 series in one weekend, and then they may not play for like another 2 to 3 weeks, and then it's kind of weird like how it's kind of displayed. Like we saw a lot of this kind of like during COVID times. They kind of went with this, and for what we got, I mean, it was great for at the time because it's kind of what we had, right? But I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's still gonna be fine. I think the problem that comes down to is I guess when it comes to like LAN versus online, you're gonna have that debate, that argument. But for the most part, good.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. I was like, is it even a debate that LAN is better than online?
No, it's not that it's a debate, but as the everybody starts going to more online kind of based competition, so like the LAN's always going to be online in terms of connection or anything for that matter, but I don't know, as far as like for example, Optic's a great online team, you know what I'm saying? So like I think you're gonna really see this, like I guess it's just like anything, you're gonna see some teams get like exposed. Not saying Optic is gonna get exposed necessarily, but I think you're gonna definitely see some differences where like online they're gonna look like one team and then online they're gonna look a completely different team.
Well, they don't have Ghosty anymore, so that team is trash. So don't expect a lot from them, dog. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Where my boy Ghosty at? The rookie of the year, dog.
He's one of the thieves, I think. 100 Thieves, I think Ghosty went.
Did he really go to 100 Thieves?
I believe so.
Well, that's pretty raw.
Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Ooh, he wants to beat Optic.
Oh, absolutely,
bad, dog.
Absolutely.
I'm
Even firing shots, like there was one time where they were running like some like scrims, like they were just like all the like eights. They were running eights like pros do, and Shotzi was in a they were in a Discord call, and he says to Shotzi, he goes, oh no, yeah, like they were asking like what map did you guys want to play, and he's like, oh wait, hold on, let me ask my what do you say? Let me ask my teammates. I mean friends. I mean like he kept like throwing words. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. And then Shotzi's like, okay, bet. Like he just kept going.
that sounds like the most Shotzi shit ever. Yeah,
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 dude.
okay, bet. Yeah,
It was
yeah,
pretty-
yeah.
It was pretty funny.
God, Chauncey talks like you like build a Call of Duty player.
Yeah.
Like I bet. For real, dog. Yo, that's icy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that go
just like,
crazy,
okay,
bro. That shit
like-
goes crazy. It's
But-
so yeah, but to go into like the what you said as far as like CDL, CWL,
Mhm.
and stuff like that. Like I know
Yeah.
that's the big thing. Like because they're going from these like big, I guess they have these contracts and stuff like that. You know, to now they're gonna go smaller where they might have to potentially take a pay cut. But it's gonna be more esports focused, less business focused, where they're not
What does
using.
that mean?
Well, like, cause like right now they wanted to make it like a league, like a real sports team, right? Like, you know, you got freaking San Francisco 49ers, you know, so you wanted like the teams that have their own cities and stuff like that. So you know, that's why it was like, this large entrance fee, and granted it was gonna allow more money, but I guess they're not turning the profit they thought they were gonna be turning. And it seems like the investors are kind of the only ones getting paid and not the orgs, because they promised the orgs getting paid as well, like pretty comfortably, and apparently it's just not the case. So we all know Overwatch kind of went out. They gave them like $6 million to get the hell out, like, and they're thinking Call of Duty might do the same, especially since it seems like Activision is they're just trying to like get through this year until they're just trying to like kind of like extend it as far as they can, so this deal kind of goes through, right? Until they
Well, the deal's
not that
through.
not that it's going through, but until Microsoft officially takes it over, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
Because I think a lot of these deals, the things we're hearing, probably now or as of late, like I feel like none of that has any real legs to stand on until they get until a Microsoft executive, until there's some important people in the room together,
right.
and obviously they're gonna do the season. Probably I think part of the reason why there's less lands this season is because it was such in flux, and technically by law they're not allowed to talk to each other.
Right.
So it was kind of like to bridge the gap, save some money. So when they show them next year, even though they went down a tournament, like a live tournament thingy, that it shows like, hey, this is the projections that we're hitting, da 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 da. We think we could do more if we go back to 5. So it looks like, hey, look, we're back to 5 the season after. I think they're trying to plan like 2 years before. Like now that I hear you talking about it, I'm like, that's what it sounds like to me. Because I feel like right now, anything that's Activision Blizzard has to show up now to Daddy Microsoft.
Right.
Like, hey, our stuff makes money. See?
Which they are showing that with the game. Like, look, look how little work we did and how much money we're gonna be making.
Yeah, so it's not good when but the investors got to get paid. They invested, so they need to see their investments.
That's the
like
business.
and that's the thing when you hear about the like, oh, less businessy, more esporty. I think those are you said the same thing, two different words. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. It's like gaming. It's like music. It's like the movies. It's period. It's all about making money. And I'm like, the investors probably like, yo, I'm putting in a lot of money and not making the money I thought I was gonna make back. And peace the fuck out. I don't think competitive COD is. I legit don't think competitive COD is going anywhere.
Oh yeah, I don't think so neither. I think it's still gonna be fine where it's at.
Yeah,
and I think the players still get, even if they do get a pay cut, I still think they get paid like pretty good. Like,
yeah,
it does. Like, they won't be all right.
Yeah, they're gonna be all right. Not everybody in the league's gonna be wearing Yeezys.
No.
But you're not just. If you're on Attic, you're gonna be all right. If you're on Thieves, you're probably gonna be all right. If you're on FaZe, you're probably gonna be all right.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But anything trickle down wise that. But speaking of competitiveness, Liquid, we built the microtransaction on a dream. The dream was our friendship. right? And I don't know where I'm going with this,
Yeah, it
but we're
was.
talking about some Halo competitive drama news. All right, I don't know where the hell I went. I had a stroke halfway through. I went to sleep and I woke the fuck back up.
I'm like, where's he going with this, dude?
I
Oh,
don't
but
know,
hey,
dude.
it's
I was
fine.
about to I was gonna cross the bridge. I was gonna figure it out as I went. Wouldn't be the first time in my life I did it, not the last time. I promise you that much here. But Liquid,
Yeah.
the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
Phase up, baby. Phase up.
Champions.
They locked it down, but as soon as the Worlds ends, there's a better event that happens after every Worlds, and that's fucking Roster Mania. And boy, Liquid, we got some rumors. Tell the kids, bro.
So there's a few things out there. Like we heard, there was a Shotzi live stream. It was actually through Boo Boo Doo stream. I guess he was talking to his stream, but I saw it through Boo Boo Doo stream as well. Where Shotzi was talking about how like he's not gonna give away the Optics roster, but he'll give away SSG's roster. But hence admitting that Optic might be making a change. Could be him trolling, but I don't know, man. Shotzi, the only one he'd be trolling is himself a lot of times. So I don't think it's a troll at all. I think there could be a change, which it's just weird because I thought Optic would be a lock, and I still part of me that still doesn't think it's going to be a lock, but there is a strong rumor that it could change, and the SSG just lost Penguin. We don't know if that's if they dropped Penguin or if Penguin actually left on his own accord. However, if we find out Penguin left on his own accord, then at that point I'm convinced Optic's going to be going after Penguin. Because when they show the numbers stacked up as far as how they compare, Penguin's numbers are they're just better. They come out to be better. I've said before, I think APG's a great player. However, other players could do his job better. I think Penguin is that player that does the job better.
Wait, you said APG's yo. Liquid, when we're watching HCS together, and we're not doing it live, when we're watching it, just being Liquid is like, look at APG fucking up right now. God damn.
That's different.
Bro,
that's different.
Come on, now you doing some shit, and I get it. It's like any sports thing. You're watching it, you're hot in the moment. You want Optic to win, and then you start looking at the numbers. I'm like, whoever's on the bottom of this list is fucking getting some shit from me.
I do it with my friends too. It's no different. All right, if it's good enough for my friends, it's good enough for the pros. All right.
It's like, yo, whoever on the bottom of this is about to hear it, and it's you.
Like, fuck.
Hey, we're doing a good job, team.
I go up to the mirror and I start bitching myself out, dude.
You're like, you're stupid.
Yeah.
But Penguin going to Optic.
Yeah, I think it's a strong chance.
I think there's a strong chance, but SSG / Cloud9 before was because of something Renegade said that the team doesn't like grinding, doesn't like really putting in the hours, putting in the labor.
Oh.
And I'm like, but it depends. I don't know who's, because when there's a group, there tends to be people in charge, not in charge. Like there's a mindset to the team.
Right.
Like if Penguin gets on this team, and if let's just say he has that mindset, like, oh, I don't have to play every freaking day. I'm not doing that shit. Yo, I'm Penguin, dog. And then that might not jive with like they have to know his work ethic meets what Optic is doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only friction that I really see. Because I think Penguin's good enough to be on the team, absolutely. To take APG's job, sure. But yeah, I think he has to come in with the right work ethic, and I think that he doesn't. But that was something Renegade said, so it's kind of been the stink on SSG.
Yeah, I say okay. Let's say if he doesn't, right? I think when you see the check that Optic is willing to write, maybe your work ethic probably increases, and not only that, especially because now this is a team. This is the team you got to rely on. So yeah, I think his attitude would change. I think his attitude would change before it even hinders the team, in my opinion, is what I'm saying. So like I think that's a good point. I think if that does happen, I think like I said, if I'm coming in and like, oh, I don't have to play as much, but the team's all about playing, I'm like, well, then I'm gonna be all about playing, because I'm at the end of the day, we're trying to win a championship. Everyone should be trying to win a championship, right? So and if this team who's constantly made it to top 2 in championships now, then you got to do what the team is doing, because they know what it takes to at least get there. You're still trying to make it to the dance. You haven't made it to the dance yet. That being SSG or Penguin in that case. Right there, we're not, I'm sure like Halo 5, maybe other things he's probably won, but not nothing here.
No, that's Halo 5. We ain't worried about Halo 5.
Right.
We 2 years into Halo Infinite. No. You can't hang your hat on Halo 5 achievements.
Right. Right. Right.
So part of a two-thing question, or a two-part question. So I'm gonna start with one question. Question number one, Liquid,
Mm-hmm.
is potentially formal. Trippy. I forgot his name. I'm blanking.
Lucid.
Lucid. Jesus, I wanted to call him Saiyan, and I'm like, that's not right. I'm talking all this shit about Halo 5, so I'm going to call him Saiyan.
Yeah.
And Penguin, can they beat FaZe? Does that roster have the capability to beat FaZe?
Yes. I think if the roster with has with APG, because I still think they have the capability to be phased with APG. Now, I think though the chances are even greater though when you start including Penguin in that roster.
Mm. You think so? Because I'm thinking maybe not. I had to see how this team gels together, because the reason why I say I was like, because it's not like FaZe barely beat Optic.
No,
They
destroyed
beat
it.
the brakes off of those motherfuckers.
First time we
Like
see
you
the
went on the
reverse.
8. Yeah.
Or I mean, reset. I'm sorry, reset.
Yeah.
Win.
Oh no, from the losers bracket, because they reset it last year.
Oh, that's right. From the losers bracket.
Yeah. They won from the losers bracket. FaZe went on an unbelievable run, then reset the bracket, and then never like they lost the first 2 games and then never looked back. They won 8 games in a row.
Something like, oh no, they when they reset the series, Optic took 1 game, I think.
No,
No,
I think it was.
I think
they
went
lost.
to,
They
it went
lost.
to a
They
game
won
7
8
the
games
first
in a row.
series.
Remember, they won the first 2 games in the series, and then from that third game, FaZe never lost another game. Or yeah, they won from that point on.
In the first series, Optic
won 2 games.
FaZe won 2.
No, Optic won 2. They won the very first 2 games.
See, Optic won 5 in total, I thought.
No, they only won 2 games in grand finals.
All right, I thought they won at least 5, but maybe not. Then I guess you're right.
Unless I'm remembering really poorly, because I'm saying it with my whole ass chest right now, and I believe me right now.
Because I thought it went to a game 7 for the first series.
It did, because it was the best of. Is it a best of 11 or best of? Because they won the first 2 games, and then Optic or FaZe won the rest of them.
Then okay, but so that means they didn't go to a game 7. If that's the case, with the number.
Oh, did they not go?
That would go to game 6 then. In that case, it would end at game 6. But I'm almost convinced it went to a game 7. I thought Optic won the first 2, then FaZe won the next 2, then Optic won, and the FaZe won the last 2. Some shit like that.
Shit, I don't know.
In the first series.
I thought they went on an 8-game winning streak. I kept saying it all night. That's the only reason why I remember.
Oh, I got you. Maybe I don't know. It's been a while.
That happened like last season. How are we gonna?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's when we had BR starts, bro. That's so ancient. That's so long ago. Dude.
Oh, dude. Do you want to talk about it?
What is there to talk about? I mean, the
DMR, should they start next season, bro? We in this shit. We're talking about
no,
HCS.
they are starting next season for sure.
The way they confirmed it?
I'm pretty sure that
because Tashi said at Worlds that he's like, we're gonna have it for rank, and we hope that people like it so much where they ask us where it's gonna be for the starting weapon for season 3.
Let me see. HCS season 3.
Unless he's confirmed something since Worlds to now. I know we're not gonna get a roadmap for season 3 till end of January. That's what Tashi was saying. He tweeted that out not too long ago.
Cause I'm just wondering how. Well, I guess you can always just make your own game, but I could have sworn. Here, season 3 starting weapons. I see a starting weapon. Here we go.
Yeah, well, you're looking for that.
Maybe not. Dude. I don't know. I could have sworn it was guaranteed that it's gonna be the new.
There's been no official word so far as of what I know.
Gotcha. Well, we'll see. Yeah. I think it should be a starting weapon. If you got everybody practicing on it, if you got everybody using it, you got multiplayer using it, it only makes sense. I think that's been the plan from the get-go. They're just trying to make it sound like it's trying something new.
Yeah, I think so too. But imagine the whiplash. Like now we're gonna go to BRs.
Bro,
Imagine the whiplash.
he would be
Bro,
pissed.
bro, everyone would be mad
Oh yeah.
because you got people practicing from the bottom to the top, practicing with this weapon, putting in the
Right.
hours, grinding,
Yeah.
just to be like, nah, kid, we're just kidding. Have a good day.
I don't think there's a chance that it's not the Vivo. I think it's guaranteed to be Vivo for sure.
Yeah, and then definitely Bevo starts. It'd be wild if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me for the drama.
Uh-huh.
I want it to be VR starts
That'd be
just
wild,
to see how mad everybody gets.
I think the big question is, can you have two starting weapons and BR in the Bandit Evo?
Man, I think that one would just have to reign supreme.
You think
I
one
feel
would?
whatever's best. I think it's the and this is weird, but take the walk with me.
Mhm.
It's like with violence and war. There's always absolute things just work optimally. You use the thing that works optimally, and same things to a far lesser extent. Video games, you're just gonna use what the fuck works. I'm like, if there's a chance between me picking up a battle rifle, me picking up a rocket launcher, picking up the rocket launcher, because
Right.
all I gotta shoot is one of them bitches. And with BR, I gotta make 4 very clean shots.
I think that
You know what
might
I'm
differ depending on the map, though. I think the map could change. You know, whether you want to start, like, the individual wants to start with a BR or a Bevo in that case. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah, a bigger. Kaka. Well, I just feel like the BR is still probably the better weapon all the way around, especially on land. I'm like, you won't be missing the third bullet, and BR it's easier to kill long range. I'm like, I think you'd be silly to use the DMR.
Nah,
I
that's
think
a good
only
point.
if you want to style on people.
No, I think it's a good point, especially with the range thing in general. It definitely got some range. BR might as well be a
Mhm.
sniper rifle.
Hell yeah.
I think that's gonna do it for us here today. Do we have anything else to go over?
I have plenty to say. First, I want to start with have a nice day.
Yeah, have a nice day. Per usual, love to take a little be cool. Next week we're gonna back to the usual, and then we gotta figure out what game we're gonna play after that. So yeah, or if we are gonna play a game, who knows? Maybe we'll just have some more of this little open dialogue. We'll see. But yeah, we'll go from there.
The bring back of the pod.
It could be possible. But per usual, love to take a little be cool, and we're gonna catch you on the next one, whenever we see you.
Are we back?
Halo's back.
But are we?
I don't think we ever left.
We?
We never left. We never left.